Welcome back to Ask Dr. Clarke. Today's topic, how do I forgive my husband for wounding me? A part of my work with my phone advice clients is helping them forgive their spouses. The Bible is clear that we must forgive those who have wounded us, even if they're not asking for forgiveness, obviously. In the case of a narcissist, he'll never ask. Matthew 18:21-35 makes this very clear. The question is, how do we forgive? Well, I've got the answer. Many in the Christian community do not have the answer. It's hard work. It's not just a quick prayer and you're done. Now, before I get to the question and my response, let me ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like what we're doing here and want to join the team, tap the like button and leave a rating and a review. Join our team as we help spouses in marital crisis. That's what we do. Now, I've got books for those of you who are pretty happily married and just want to improve. I do, but our focus is marriages that are in crisis. And remember, my brand new book, 20 Lies That Keep You with Your Abuser, is available and in stock on my website, davideclarkephd.com. That's Clarke with an E. You can't get this book anywhere else because it's self-published. You got to get it from me. We've had a huge response to this 20 Lies book. I did a show with Janet Parshall, one of my great friends in the media, and I had a big response, and we're selling this and I think helping people. If you struggle with codependency or know someone who does, 20 Lies is the book for you. Okay, now today's question. Dr. Clarke, previously I did a phone advice session with you. Okay, so many people are doing that. So she did a phone advice session with me, asking for guidance from you and have followed your instructions. Well, someone who followed my instructions, I like that. I left my abusive husband 3 months ago. Okay, good for her. My husband and I are in counseling for our individual problems. Oh, well, that's encouraging. Okay. This guy's actually trying to win her back, and it has been helping. Good. Parallel tracks, separated individual counseling. Good. She says, thank you. Without your resources, I wouldn't have known I was being abused. That's often the case. I have so many phone advice clients who call in wondering if they're abused. And after 45 minutes, I will tell you if you're being emotionally abused or not. She says, my resources have been invaluable. Well, that's nice. They are. My question is, here's the question, how do I forgive my husband for choosing not to stop being abusive until he got counseling? It wasn't until he got counseling that he actually was sorry. Good question. He abused her for years. That's a lot of pain and trauma. Here's my answer. I respond, glad you two are on track. It will take time and effort for you to forgive your husband for the abuse. This isn't just I forgive you, I pray, and it's over. Even if he is changing, you have to work through the pain and trauma he caused. Your trauma doesn't go away even if he is a new man and he's becoming a new man. Great. That doesn't take care of the trauma and the pain. You got to work that through. I recommend you work with your individual counselor on this first. Verbalize the pain fully to your counselor and then write a letter to your husband, not to read to him yet. All right? I'm big on the verbalizing and then the writing of a letter. Also, at the same time, and this is working with your individual counselor, you've got to clean out all your past unresolved pain with others, forgive them, or that pain will transfer to your husband. Therefore, you can't forgive your husband for what he did to you. It's now kind of glommed together. Previous pain and trauma never goes away until you deal with it. And if you don't, mom, dad, previous boyfriend, previous husband, all that transfers to your husband, meaning you can't forgive him. This is the time to heal from all your pain and forgive those who wounded you. Now, my book, I Didn't Want a Divorce, Now What?, has the most complete description of forgiveness I've written to date. Okay, even though you're not getting divorced, praise God, this will help you with forgiveness. In fact, let me read from I Didn't Want a Divorce, Now What?, my definition of forgiveness. The difficult process by which, with God's power, you heal from the wounds a person inflicted on you and leave those wounds in the past. So it's a difficult process. It's brutal, messy, awful work. No substitute. There are no exceptions to that. Process. It takes time and huge effort. Check out the Psalms of David and the book of Job. It takes time, weeks and months in the case of serious trauma and abuse. With God's power, you can't forgive anyone in your own power. It only comes with God. So you have to maintain a relationship with him and be close to him. Heal from the wounds. You face the trauma directly and take specific steps to deal with it. A person inflicted on you. You always forgive a person, not a group of persons or a situation or the sin. It's a person. and you forgive only one person at a time. Leave these wounds in the past. Based on the hard work you've done, you consciously decide to move on and not allow the wounds to impact your life. Okay, that's how it works. Now, once you're both ready for couple counseling, the first part of it should be focused on him helping you heal from what he did to you. Now, you've already done your individual work, okay, healing from what he did to you, and you're largely into forgiveness and have done that. However, together now, just so we seal the deal and you heal as a couple and bond together, he'll help you heal from what he did to you. That should be the first part of that couple work. And my book, I got a book for everything. I'm just telling you. I'm always telling you this. I Don't Love You Anymore will be a great book for that first part of the couple work, helping you heal from what he did to you. When one partner has really sinned seriously and you're both ready to work on it, this is the book for you. I Don't Love You Anymore.